With the popular return of Star Wars Fallen Order, we have learned that if you are a clone trooper and you masturbate, then you are gay.
Your penis is my penis.
But knowing this important fact, it still does not solve the most important question of all. Can you beat Star Wars Fallen Order without a stim? Now only I have thought of such a question. But just like the pops of busted controllers once quoted from a very subpar show.
That boy ain't right.
Fuck you, Pops. I can do this. Cal Kestis is the secret third brother of the Velasca brothers, thrown out to the space because he had a weird addiction to Star Wars toys.
Does your wife like toys too?
He embarks on a Dark Souls quest to find a list of kids to take them to Chuck E. Cheese, while the Empire does everything in their power to find the list as well to take them to Dave & Buster's because they have extra tickets saved up. On page 69 of the Holy Bible, it lists the commandments for this run. Rule 1, I can't use a stim shot to heal myself. Rule 2, no being a pussy. If there's a stormtrooper in front of me, I have to take them out, or else they're gonna brag to their friends. Rule 3, you're looking really lovely today, I should tell you that. And hopefully you'll, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can maybe see more of this. As I entered the game had already begun to insult me with this difficulty menu. As the god of the new world, of course I'm going to choose the easiest difficulty. Everything was great on planet Shut Up or Scrap Up, risking my life in the workforce as normal, but everything changed when the Empire attacked. As they searched us, I realized everyone was stupid. They'd be looking for Jedi disguised as scrappers. Somehow, they had found me out and threw me off of a cliff. Luckily, the train 100 feet below me broke my fall. A stormtrooper and many of his friends got in lightsaber distance of me. I proceeded to give them passionate belly rubs with my lightsaber. The second sister had stepped up to me after she found out I deleted her Minecraft world. She was beating me badly like Sandy when Patrick talked shit about dumb old Texas. The beating would have continued if it wasn't for Seer and her terrible looking face.
I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
Seer, and that thing that she calls her face, dragged me to explore Vault 76, where no man dared to tread. I had met a nice little droid who was voiced by Todd Howard.
It doesn't just work.
I decided to fix him up because I was a good sport and the only person who was still playing Fallout 76. And then, I had broken the first commandment for my sins. The game forces you to heal yourself. There's no other way around this path as you need to get past here. For my crime against humanity, I was forced to walk around the planet for hours, not knowing exactly where the fuck I was supposed to go. It was an eternity. I learned to become Spider-Man, and then I entered the vault. There was some old man on the hologram that was telling me something, but I wasn't listening because holograms to me have no right.
A little offensive to me.
Next stop was Zepho, and it was guarded by a whole bunch of stormtroopers, so I decided to sneak past them by pretending to be an actual Inquisitor.
Sir, the rebels have escaped capture. Sir, the rebels are beating us badly. We need your assistance.
Useless!
Sir, I have your latte with 1 teaspoon of sugar.
I asked for 2 sugar.
After successfully sneaking past the stormtroopers, I spent far too much time stuck on another puzzle. I had finally made my way into the Jedi Temple or whatever it's called, and then I was greeted with more puzzles. So much fun. In the midst of Puzzle Armageddon, I healed my connection with the Force once again, and I now knew how to push objects. And a smile came on my face, because I knew that the second that I found somebody, I was gonna push them directly off of a fucking cliff. Soon as I finished healing my connection to the Force, I was greeted with more puzzles. But luckily, I had played Doom Eternal, the greatest puzzle game of all fucking time. I outpuzzled the puzzles and then escaped the temple. Now you might be wondering, Nico, why haven't you talked about the struggle of not being able to heal yourself? And to that I say, it was too easy. At least at the beginning part of the game, I had to bump up the difficulty to take a little bit more damage because I wasn't even paying attention to my fucking health. With the meditation square around every corner, I could always heal myself without a stim. But back to it now. I left the temple a free man with a brain 1 brain cell bigger than normal. Stormtroopers were on a strike outside the temple. I heard out each of their complaints. Well, in short, I solved it. I made my way into a cave system, and I encountered some sort of weird monster. Like all new things to me, I greeted it with prejudice and violence, and it greeted me with death. Because the monster was only trying to defend itself, when I respawned, I removed its arms, and then its life, and then I stole from his house. Because I'm a Jedi. More stormtroopers came at me, and I took advantage of the fact that I had a lightsaber, and well, they didn't. And then a purge trooper approached me. Turns out, he's from Human Resources, and he, well, kicked my ass. I retreated to the surface because escape was a better alternative than treating stormtroopers with respect. AT&T tried to kill me because I was behind on my payments. In low-key, I was gonna pay up, but I needed that money for that new Fortnite Battle Pass. I mean, come on, am I right?
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City.
Once I gave AT&T the payment of my lightsaber up their ass, I returned to the Purge Trooper with maybe violent intention. Well, either way, I removed him from my life, and then dipped from the scene of the mass genocide I committed. Next, we needed to go to the Wookiee planet, home of the Star Wars Neckbeards. Yes, that's the actual planet's name, don't look it up. I mean, either way, we could continue arguing about the name of the planet, but I decided to jump out of the ship because me no like my legs when unbroken. I swam through the water just like the homie David Hasselhoff from the SpongeBob movie. I took the AT for a joyride without my parents' permission. I used the AT-AT to destroy the AT-AT. And then I might have accidentally may have crashed my parents' AT-AT walker while I was out joyriding, and I think I might get grounded. Just might. As punishment, I was told that I had to save the Wookiees, and I said, fuck that. I spent 30 minutes trying to glitch my way out of saving the Wookiees, and after an eternity of trying, I gave up. I couldn't do it. I had to play the game.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I came across more stormtroopers and I took my anger out on their meaningless existence. Another Human Resources trooper shared the same fate as all those who challenge a lightsaber without a fucking lightsaber. I learned something new about Cal. Turns out he attended the Jedi Academy for the deaf because a droid snuck up on him.
Visitation is not permitted.
I carefully disassembled the droid because I'm gonna reassemble it later into a fucking coffee machine. I could see why Wookiees were locked up, because they don't practice social distancing. The Empire gotta enforce that shit somehow. The Resistance tried to keep me there longer and I told them fuck no, and then I dipped back to Zepho. I spent a long time trying to figure out where the fuck I was supposed to be going, and I was actually probably about to cry from boredom. The best way I can explain my experience is prematurely nutting inside your girl, no condom on, while your mom and dad were watching. I can explain each pain thoroughly. First, you fail to satisfy your girl. Second, you feel those 18 long years being stripped away from you. And then third, your parents were watching all of it. My noble quest came to a halt when I re-encountered Second Sis. You'd think I'd be worried, but no. I gave Sis the D. I gave Sis my long, hot lightsaber. Shirley needs more Rule 34. I beat her up. Turns out Second Sis was Seer's accountant or whatever. I wasn't paying attention, but she's mad cause Seer left her to be anally probed. I was in Shao Kahn's arena. I had finally made it to the better half of the game where I wish I could use stim packs. The arena, it hurt me so bad, but in a good way. I could finally feel pain and worry about my fucking health bar. I died so many times and had to learn from the experience. Yes, oh my god, yes. And then it was over because Seer and some alien took me from the arena. Some character building was happening and I wasn't paying attention. Either way, this is where the video ends. If the video does well, then I'll continue it. Like and subscribe, purge on, and don't commit tax fraud.